What's up, buddy? How was your weekend? Oh. Yes, there we go. Oh, that's as far as it goes. Okay, let me try something here. Which one is this? Yeah, that's not the one I want. Let's add another one. Add image. Add source. Add new source. This is a complex painting. Lots of stuff going on. Lots of stuff. What are you gonna do? What are you going? That's it. That's the one. Alright. Yeah, that's the one. This perspective is off, but nonetheless, this will suffice. That was a big picture. Wait a second. I'm moving. Figure painting? Which one is this? Oh, get rid of that. Too much stuff in here. There we go. Goes down. Alright, so I need to do a little bit of a fix in the resting arm, which is totally normal. But my son had some friends over, so no work for me and my wife. And your wife is busy with her grad program. She's becoming a science teacher. Awesome. Awesome. So your son's over with some friends, or your son had some friends over. Is that interfering with the work? Is that what I'm hearing? Laura. Ciao, Laura. Hey, Laura, did you get your, did you get Discord working? Quildarius. Hey, I'm going to hop in Discord. I'm just going to use Discord. And if the two of you all want to hop in, hop in and keep me some company, that would be great. All right, so 1 second. I'm going to do some weird things with the mics right quick. Open Discord up. Hello, Quildarius. Headphones are right here, because I am prepared. Ah. Stuff. Where's mine? There it is. Quildarius is in there. Turn this off. All right, I'm going to shut these off. Give me a sec. I'm going to go dark just briefly. Okay, turn that back on for a second. We'll have to test it if you wouldn't mind one of these days. I don't know what happened still. I don't mind testing it right now, in fact. Yeah, like hop on, I'll try to walk you through because it'll be fun. But I'll get stuff done too, don't worry. All right, going dark for a second. All right. You hear me okay?
Hello.
Hey, Quildar.
I don't think Laura can test it unless she's streaming, right?
1 second. 1 second. Let me check something. Say something again. I want to make sure you're. good.
It said, I mean, Laura has to be streaming to really test it, right?
Well,
So I guess we can just do it on Friday when she streams.
yeah, we could do that. I wouldn't mind. Problem was, you know, she has it set up. You can do it. I forgot that you can go through the web if you want. And all right, so first off, before we're going to get started, I zoomed in on the shoulder part because basically I'm going to be working on this area right here. I'm just going to actually bring this resting arm kind of like, it's right here. Let's see, I'm going to get in front of the thing. It's like this. I'm going to kind of do that to get some lean into it. So that's going to put some pressure because this part looks good. This is kind of going up like that, but then you want the subtlety here. And it's kind of going at this angle, and so I'm going to bring it up just a little bit, which is going to raise the shoulder up and going to fix the direction of this arm, just slightly, slight changes. So you can use the web browser, a private stream. Okay, I don't mind doing that. In fact, we can do that after this if you like, Lara, or whenever you want. Just let me know.
Sure.
So, wait. Oh, hey, Laura. I thought I heard something. Say something again.
Hi.
Hey, I can hear you now. You can hear me. Okay. So it was for your stream, correct?
Yeah.
And then you couldn't hear in Discord. You know what it could have been? You might need it just to like log in, log out. Sometimes it bugs out. I forgot about that. I'm not sure if you do that or not. But I would recommend, look, I would recommend getting the actual app on your computer. It's a simple program. And like
Louis, it is from the app.
it is from that, so it's not like the web browser you're using.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Makes sense. Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll figure
first
it out.
time it worked. I don't know what happened the second time.
Did you restart the
OBS?
app?
No, and OBS did an update,
Okay.
and with all the changes with the phone camera,
Yeah.
I don't know what got put in there and got out, and even Sam couldn't, say for sure what happened. So, you know how these things are. Sometimes they just don't work.
Well, it sounds simplistic, but that's happened to me before where I can't hear the person or the person can't hear me, and logging in, logging out fixes it. Which is
Yeah.
weird. It seems like that's the fix that people say when there's no solution for it, but it actually works. I would say 90% of the time. So we could try that. We'll start there, and then if not, there's a solution for it. But yeah, I hear you. It's frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah,
frustrating.
it is.
Yeah, it's frustrating. But yeah.
So what are you working on today?
So I'm gonna fix the shoulder. The gentleman said he wants more, like it to look like it's leaning more on the armrest, and so I can do that. I can definitely do that. 1 second. I know it's blurry. Give me a sec. It's a very simple change actually. So because you have really two options with this. I'm gonna go with the better of the two, and it's gonna make a better composition. And I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Kind of already said it, but let me fix this first. So like, let me bring this out because this is gonna make a little bit more sense. Here, let's do that. And I'll probably start putting some paint down on it. I think, maybe. Because here's the thing, is that I'm at a stage in this where it's like, yeah, I could continuously draw on this and make it better. But, we do the same thing in paint. In paint, I do all these corrections anyway. And
Yep.
I don't want to waste my time and overkill it. Because you're going to lose some drawing anyway, but like when you add the paint. So, what I'm talking about is, so this area right here, if you look in the small cam, like, it's kind of coming like this, but there needs to be more pressure on it, kind of leaning down. Now I could drop the arm some, but I don't want to drop the arm because it's going to change, y'all can't see it, but it's going to change all this composition here, and the hand is actually where I want it in relationship to the face. I like how this is coming up onto the arm here, and this is kind of coming up like that, because it does seem like this is resting into it, and that is pushing pressure on it. But you know, there in the painting itself, he's actually like, you know, this part is like kind of hunched more. And so if I can bring the shoulder up, this is actually very simple. It sounds like, oh, crazy, I have all this detail and stuff, it's going to be a huge fix. It's not. And so this is actually a good lesson, because so I'm going to shift this up some. So this is going to be probably up here a little bit, but we have to be careful about the overall composition, because I want it to work. This is very graceful how it is right now, and to me it still works, but my client says he wants more pressure on this. Okay, now this thing is he is resting into it. He's just not resting down on it as much, but he is resting in it, because he's hunched down like this. And so this is like that. It's totally viable. But if you want more pressure on it, this is a good learning experience right here. Like we can bring this up some. So that's what I'm going to do. But I have to be weary of the overall composition, because I'm going off a photo that is not proportionally correct. It's just not. And I've said this before, and that's okay. But it's just how it is.
I think we, at one point, we coined the word inbreeding.
I don't know if we coined that, but I do remember the conversation.
Well, in the conversation.
In the conversation.
Of the arts.
Yes. So, if we have it all set up here. And is the stream okay? Is it like cutting out at all?
I think it's fine.
It's okay.
I didn't see any buffering.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shift this up. So the first thing we do, and so I have these reference photos here, but I have to keep in mind too, like the reference photo that I'm going off of, and I'm not going to be copying it. I have it up. It's essentially the same one that's in the feed. The photo was taken from a slight angle, so the feet, and the body parts like down here, like are crunched some. They're smaller than it is up top, and that does make a difference when you're just looking at this point right here. So I'm not going off that. I'm not going to go off it. So if we want this kind of pressing up more into it, I'm going to bring this up maybe about here, and then this is going to be coming. So if it's coming up, press this up some. Okay.
So, Lewis,
Yeah.
are you sure that the fix that you're trying to do is not just a matter of value? Like, if you add more shading on the beard, then it'll look like he is, in fact, leaning forward. As you have him right now, there's no shadow on the beard, so
Are you talking about this?
he doesn't look like it's hunching.
This right here?
No, I'm talking about his overall appearance. The reason why yours doesn't look like it's hunching over so much is maybe because you didn't add a shadow on the beard, so his front isn't as shaded. Just his beard. And
just like in here, like his beard, this area, you mean? Like, how would
his
that
beard.
help? Would it? Yeah. Like, how would that help, you think?
So
You might be right.
if you add the shading on the beard, then it'll look like he's hunched over more because there's no light,
Oh,
and
there's light, yeah.
it'll show that, you know,
I don't think
his
that's-
beard is facing downwards.
Yeah, but the truth is that, like, you know, even if you had like light shining into it, you can still get the illusion of some hunching, right? And and it's not just about the hunching part, it's about showing tension and body movement, because it's representative of you know, of the type of meditation that they're doing. And so to be honest with you, watch how easy this is. It shows this like 3 hours later. I'm like, I can't get it. No, this isn't as bad as it seems. It's really not as bad as it seems. Like, this is the type of stuff that, so what I'm doing, I'm leaving this here, right? And you see what I'm doing? I'm echoing this part right here. That, and then this, you know, I can even come up here just a little bit, but here, Bring this in slightly. Bring this up. Bring this up. Okay. Let's bring this part here, here, and then you have the cloth here. All right. Let's change this direction coming up just a little bit here. This we can probably keep. And if I want to switch it back, I can totally switch it back. Okay. Actually, I don't want this coming that far out. Okay. I don't want that coming that far out. It kind of is coming too far out. So.
Hey, Harry. Harry's here.
Harry. Here we go. Let's.
Hey.
There he is. Okay. What's up, buddy? All right. So. Pete's wife took the bedroom, which is my studio, and subsequently it was left to hang around with the midget. The midget. Oh, that's too funny. Laura, that might play like a small part, but that's not the reasons why it's happening. The reason it has more to do with the overall gesture of it. So look at this. You see this? Let me switch this angle here. Switch this. Okay, so then you see how that's putting some tension now, and we fix this angle here. Shoulder. This can still work. Look at that. It's just more tension. Let me fix some anatomy in here. This kind of comes out and then it comes in. Oops, it's a bed. This stuff, like, see, you can make really quick changes with this. Like perfectionist with this crap. I don't need to be. There we go. It doesn't have to be hard, but the key to changing something is don't erase it and then try to change it, right? Change it first with clear, concise lines, and then erase what's underneath. You see, so I'm kind of bringing this up some, and then from here we can refine it even more if we really want to, right? This, I think I should have left this under part here a little bit, but let's make a little bit of a variation of the cloth because it was kind of like that, something like that. Let's make a little bit one here coming down, maybe just a little bit, and this part thins out some. This is too thick here, and let's make a little bit of a round top part here. Let's do this 1, 2, and then bring that up so it really gets thin there, and then let's echo it down here like this. Let's carve that out. Maybe thin this up some, and so you have, and now I can pay a little bit more attention to the actual detail here, and just kind of hatch it out. Eraser, so we're drawing with the eraser just as much as the. Here, let me zoom in on this because I just wanted to have y'all see the overall effect of what that did. And to me, that looks like now there's more pressure. There's now more pressure going down. I actually changed the angle of the entire arm, and that took what, a couple minutes? It didn't take long. It didn't take that long to do. And if I need to do it again, I can do it again. But here's the thing, it works. It really works for what it's going for, and that's more natural. That's a natural flow right there. That's a very natural flow. What's going on? Let me bring this out just a little bit. Say about right here. Adjust this. So the reason why I have to manually adjust the like the focus, the focal, or what is it? Or what do you call it? Like I have to
focus.
Yeah, the focus.
Zoom in.
Yeah, yeah. Like I have to walk it up to zoom in, but yeah, the focus, like how blurry it is. It's because if I put it on autofocus, sometimes it catches me or my hand, and then it starts like blurring.
Yeah.
So.
But now, once you zoomed in, now you have to refocus it.
Yeah, exactly. But it's worth it because it's like I feel like I can do anything without it. It takes like 3 seconds. Okay, where's my? I loved your stream though.
Really?
Yeah, I did because like it just there was.
It was
more...
so broken.
It doesn't matter. That makes it interesting. That's what I aim for.
For you.
You should
Maybe
break
for
more
you.
streams.
That's what I aim for, Laura. Works out great. Kind of. Let me show.
Well, I've been working on the canvas. It's looking so much better now. Oh my
Oh yeah?
gosh.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
stream it on Friday?
No,
What are you gonna do?
because so this is a background for a future canvas. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do for the foreground, but basically I'm doing this for the Artsy Second Sunday collaboration that I do every month.
Right.
I didn't do it last month because I didn't have time and stuff, but it's supposed to come out this Sunday. It's all about the Fibonacci spiral,
Okay.
and so that's what I'm gonna show. It's not a finished product, but it could look finished, you know. I mean, it's a galaxy,
Yeah. Right.
and since I used a lot of airbrushing, it finally worked. Oh my god, I'm so relieved. But it's noisy, you know. I can't stream airbrushing. But
Is airbrushing
yeah.
noisy? I've never done it before.
Yeah, the compressor keeps going.
So, I like your sound effects. It's funny. Yeah, it's.
What are you up to, Qualdar?
I'm hatching, but I'm not
You're
sure if
hatching.
I'm doing
What
it
are you
right.
hatching? Dragon egg? Or
So there's,
Qualdar egg?
yeah, exactly. I'm doing the Proctober challenge.
Proctober challenge.
Yeah, so it's like Inktober, but it only has 16 challenges instead of every day, so it's a bit more manageable.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I'm doing a drawing in ink, but I've never hatched this much before in my life, so I don't know if I'm doing it right.
That is funny.
Ask an insect.
Ask an insect, you say?
Or a hen? Chicken?
I mean, Jesus.
I don't know what you're saying, Laura. It must be
Hatching,
some Romanian.
eggs.
Yeah.
Oh my
Come
gosh,
on, Louis,
nobody
jeez.
understands me.
Pete
I
says he sold
understood.
2 drawings for the art festival.
That's awesome.
Weathersfield, yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congrats, as they say. I might have to look into the. Let me.
Yeah, they didn't hear us, Qualdar. Louis has to reiterate.
I'm multitasking. I'm great at multitasking, as I've proven several times before.
Yeah,
We know.
that's
we know.
everyone.
I did oil painting for the first time yesterday, by the way.
Oh, that's awesome.
Bubblegum.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Yeah, it was good. It was like, it was just in grayscale, and she had us doing Azaro heads, you know, for practice. And yeah,
What?
it was lots of fun. Like, the time went by really fast.
Cool.
That's pretty sweet, man.
Yeah,
It's cool.
I loved it.
Sure.
Is it
sounds
something
like,
that you're gonna keep working on, or
Oh
is
yeah,
it
for
like
sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
Nice.
this course is it's about until Christmas or halfway December, and it's like every week.
Mhm.
But she does it like every well, I guess you would call it semester, every 6 months. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just keep going, you know, afterwards and keep improving.
Nice.
yeah.
Why don't you post the progress pictures in Discord so we can see what you're doing?
Okay, well, I don't have any right now, but I will. I'll take a picture next time. But it's just an Azaro head. You know the Azaro head?
No.
It's like it's that that bust, that head sculpture that shows all the planes of the faces like really clearly defined, like with sharp edges.
Yeah.
Maybe you've seen it online. So it's like really to practice the values. Yeah.
Oh, there's so many freaking images that I need for this. Add source. Yeah. Browse. Oh,
I was watching Kim Jong-il draw these videos. You know him?
do
Yeah,
I don't.
he's
Hey,
amazing.
give me 1 second.
Oh
I'll be
my
right back.
gosh.
All right.
Gonna
Talk
go
amongst
to look him up.
yourselves.
Yeah, King Jagji. Oh my gosh, what a guy.
Yeah, it's crazy how he can just do it off the top of his head.
Yeah, truly unblocked artist, right?
Yeah.
He's been doing it since he was a kid. He does it, like that's what he does. So, and he observes things. It's all about
Yeah.
practice, I think, for him. I don't
Yeah,
think a day goes that he doesn't do drawings or at least, learn new things and observe.
that's funny because he always gets the same questions and he's sick of it, right? Because he's just like, you just need to practice like
What's
for
your
30
secret?
years, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
really
there's no shortcut.
All right, is this? We can hear. Okay, I know exactly what I did, and I know not to do it next time.
What was that?
So when you have Streamlabs or OBS, like taking in the microphone and the headset, it requires an entire USB port. I had a USB port multi-port because I wanted to, because I was trying to do something that did not work. So I actually, once I took that off, put the headset directly into the USB set. Like I took the this thing. This is what I'm talking about, Laura. These are actually very handy, but it just didn't work. So this right here, and so it has all these ports, and like these light up. You can turn them on and off, which doesn't even matter. But this you put in, so you basically have 4 USBs. But that screwed up the feed, and I didn't know it. So thanks, Harry. Thanks for saying that. And so Darth Jenna, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's really kind of you. I thought you were perfect. That's it. I'm done. Later, Pete. I am perfect. If you want to leave, your mistake, fool. All right. Finally, Harry can hear. All right. So yeah, we were dark for a long time. Thanks for telling me, Harry. Yeah, thanks for telling me sooner, Harry.
Man, you missed something, Harry.
You really screwed that one up, Harry. All right.
Yeah.
God.
He's the only person
Is
who
this
says
the
something.
actual work video of how to lose friends and alienate people?
I know, Louis. You don't have that many subscribers to lose, okay?
To
I don't
afford
have that
treat
much to lose.
Well, you've got to lose everything before you can do
Hey,
anything.
I'm enjoying not being held accountable for anything that I do. It's a great feeling. It's working out great. Okay, so I'm just fixing some, anatomical issues here, since I'm expert in this. So, essentially, here's the thing. He's an old man, so you don't want to give him too much muscle. But at the same time, you want it to make anatomical sense, right? So, I could bring it in, stuff, but this is essentially putting in the deltoid, as they say. This is the deltoid. Okay. It's there, and it is going to make somewhat of a difference. I did give him a little bit more muscle. I might take that back some. No, you know what? It kind of works. Give me a sec. I think I'm going to leave that
Says you
out.
shouldn't run for office.
Who? Pete? I'm not going to get into politics or anything like that. Nothing. Stay as far away as I can. Alright, here we go. And then there's always kind of a little shadow kind of coming up right here. Well, not always, but kind of. Whatever. So we don't. I don't need to model the hell out of this like I'm doing right now, but I am because. Oh. Okay. So this is probably close. I mean, I'm at the point where I could keep on doing this, but I might. You want me to keep on drawing on this, or should I start painting? What?
No, it's kind of up to you, man.
I know it is.
You're the teacher here, right?
I think you should start painting.
I should start. Okay.
Yeah, geez, start
Just-
painting already.
Nobody
Start
can take a
painting.
damn decision around here. Where's Lisa?
Where
Yeah,
is Lisa?
seriously.
Lisa. She's so dark and like not dark. She's a realist. She's always
yes.
on the edge.
Yeah, she's a stoic and a warrior. Right.
She's so funny. She's so cool. It's always something. There's always some turmoil going on, This is detail that I don't even need to do. It's more of just getting in my head on the paper. Think enough. Wait. Paint. There you go. Harry has spoken. And Laura has spoken. Okay. We'll paint. So here's what we're going to do. See, I have all this figured out. I have everything here figured out. See, what we're gonna do, we're gonna enlarge this. This does not. Okay, let's do this. Fine. And I'm gonna save. Okay. This. All right. And where are you laughing at? Because I'm about to take my headphones off.
When you were pumping at the camera.
Oh yeah. Do it with my left
Yeah.
hand. Hear it? Yeah, that's right. All right. I'm gonna take my headphones off just for a second.
All right.
Mm?
I need your feedback on something.
Yes.
I'm going to send it to you on Discord, and you can tell me if it looks like what it's supposed to look like.
Nothing is supposed to look like anything.
No,
Everything looks like something.
Let me find you. Oh, you're not friends with me yet.
What?
1 second.
Oh my gosh, yesterday it was so freaky. I couldn't get, Facebook and Instagram had a crash. Well, of course,
Yeah.
because Instagram is connected to Facebook.
Mhm.
And I was just immediately thinking, this is the beginning of the apocalypse. First, the main social platforms go down, then YouTube and Gmail, because those are, Google. And then slowly we're going to lose connectivity with the rest of the world, and then pandemonium will ensue and stuff, and bad things that nobody wants to know what happens to other people. But then they all came back, and I was like, maybe another day.
You were hoping.
I was a little scared, but something bad's got to happen before something good happens. Sometimes.
I sent you the picture.
Okay. I was a little sad because I posted that alien picture and I was expecting a lot of good feedback, and then it went down. And I'm like, oh, I need my gratification, my instant gratification right now.
I'm going to take a picture of this really quick before I start painting on it, just as a reference. So I might have to unhook the camera just for a second, which will be
Wow.
okay. So just give me a sec here. So you're gonna lose one feed, but I'll get it back. Oh, see, this is studio work, guys. This is not a smooth stream, and sometimes this is how it is. But you know what? Screw it. Screw it. Wait, it's the wrong lens.
Very interesting. And dark. I can't really...
You can't tell what's
Is
happening.
the person that's laying down dead?
Yeah.
What happened?
I'll give
It's
you
the
a hint. The theme is ghoul.
Uh-huh. And what is that in his hand?
Yeah, exactly.
What's going on?
But it doesn't read clearly. Does it read clearly as a figure or?
Yeah, oh yeah. It's
Yeah.
the picture that Queldar just sent me on Discord
Oh yeah?
of the ink drawing that he's working on right now. It's
Okay.
very interesting. I like the darkness
Is
of
it?
it and intriguing, but it would go well with a story, I think.
I want to see
are
it.
you? Yeah, it's cool. What's C16?
So the theme is ghoul, right?
Oh crap.
So
Uh-huh.
for the Proctober challenge, and so it's in a morgue.
Shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of those lockers, where they store the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds cool.
So the ghoul took out the tray, or the
Yeah.
that person is on the table,
Yeah.
and he jumped on top, and now I don't. Is he holding his crotch?
No.
Sorry guys, 1 second. I'm almost done with this here. I'm gonna switch this up.
You want-
This is me doing
It's
my
supposed to be.
it's my studio work. I got to get this stuff done. So
Alright.
no, y'all can talk. I'm just trying
I'm
to.
scared now.
No, I wasn't rebuking you. I was saying to everybody
I'm
else.
sorry.
Sorry that I'm not painting and that I'm having to take these pictures because I have to do this really
Okay.
quick. So I have this like, it's about 6 feet out, and then I zoomed in some so there won't be perspective warp, and the camera's gonna be a little bit off, but I'll fix it in Photoshop. There's a crop perspective tool that really helps. No, y'all keep talking, please. I wasn't meaning you guys stop talking at all. Actually enjoy it.
Anyway, I'm gonna post it to the Proco website, but the last ones I posted, I got 0 feedback, so I have no idea if I'm doing things right or wrong.
Well, I love the hatching work and the expression on the ghoul and the whole hatching and shading. I really like it.
All right, that actually works. That's all I need. It's just that one pick. Fix that in Photoshop. It's a very high quality pick, you can tell. So let's switch the settings back. Push this up. Take this out, and then we're gonna put the paint on the palette in a second. Take this camera lens off. Get which one are we? At? Shoot, what am I doing? It's the kit lens actually is the best one for pictures. What should I paint though? What should I start with? So much.
Discord is funny. It says wave to Queldar, so I waved, and this little creature with a leaf on its head is waving to you now. And I scroll up and it says, "This is the beginning of your direct message history with Queldar."
It's scary, isn't it?
It's funny. I like it. Cute.
There we go. Just plant it back into it. Alright guys.
That's a really good Harry. Harry posted some pictures on Discord.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Harry's a good painter. And Pete's work, y'all should see Pete's work as well. He's very,
Yeah,
very
I've seen it. It's really good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's very good.
Very striking.
He could be teaching, I think. So we got
Harry, I
this.
love your Batman in Joker colors. It's awesome.
I'll fix that in a
Yeah.
second, actually. Okay, now here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put paint on the palette, and the thing is, the paint that I actually just took out, I might be able to salvage some colors, but I haven't painted in a couple weeks, and so those paints are dried up. So that's kind of an issue. Not really.
Hey, Jantian.
Jinshin here. Hey, man. Sorry, guys. I'll check the chat. I'm not sure if there's chat yet. But I'll check and see if there's something. Okay. Good. All right. Chat.
If Jantian wants to hop on Discord, I can hop off for a little while. So he
doesn't-
can ask his art-related questions.
It doesn't matter if he wants to hop in. It's you guys can stay in. It's okay. Okay. Wait. Perfect. Small paint. I think enough information down on the paper canvas. Where are you guys communicating? We have Discord set up. I'm not trying to be exclusive. I just can't have everybody in at once, and I still want to have the chat up. So, we could always rotate around. We could rotate around. I just don't want to have everybody in all at once. So I keep it, down to two people, and we kind of rotate, and that's fine. It's just a way. I enjoy talking to somebody while I paint. It's always a good conversation. So, and it's Discord. We're using Discord. Okay, so here's the thing. These colors right here, as you can tell, I've placed these on this palette. This is a crappy palette. And I'm going to go through and see which ones. I'm going to place these essentially going up top. Now, normally I'd have this like up here. But for the sake of showing you guys, I'm going to here's this right here. We'll salvage some. I'll put this on the pallet. And if it's really, really, really thick as it is, I might just throw it away in a second. But ultramarine blue stays blue or stays wet some time. This is, let's see, that's not gonna work. Throw this out. Blue might not work either. I'm not quite sure. I can still use that. All right, this, yeah, ivory black. It's not working. I had 2 ivory blacks because I took roses because she had some on her palette. This is cobalt or cerulean? Anyway, it's not. Viridian. I had this for Cityscape. This is purple. That's alizarin crimson and blue. Now alizarin crimson, I should be able to use, yeah, because alizarin crimson almost never dries. This is cadmium red. That's good.
That's
Cadmium
odd.
red. It's all the same. This is probably not going to be usable. Yep. This is hard. Surprisingly, I think I can still use the low ochre, but not this one. Yeah, this one's dried. It's kind of crusty. Throw this out.
Cracks me up that you call it okra.
Ochre. Yellow ochre. Yellow ochre.
Love me some okra.
I did say ochre, didn't I? Alright. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. This is white. That's dry. This is titanium. It's pretty dry too. So I'll clean this later. We'll do it obviously. That's dry. That's dry too. Okay. So the rest, we salvaged 3 primaries. That's not bad. Something to work with. Now, put this over here for now. One second. Hey guys. Start with the background. I don't know if I'm going to start with the figure on this yet. Like, there for a second. What I might do is start into the trees. That area. I'll have to make it up though, I think. So we'll see how that works. Okay, so if we're going into the trees, I'm going to get some cadmium yellow. There's cadmium. I'm going to get a hefty amount of it. This is Michael Harding's cadmium yellow. It's very good. Very good. I'm going to get a little bit more alizarin crimson, just because I know I'm going to need it. Not that I might. Just a little bit. Trees, but not really. Let's go with. Where's my. This is my lead white, or Kremnitz white, as they say. These tools are very handy. Take this, and so I tubed this myself. This was, I think it was like Blue Ridge or something. Oil paints. Michael Harding says very good Kremnitz white as well. Anyway, so here we go. We squeeze it up. Very handy. You see that?
Interesting.
It's very interesting, isn't it? There we go. So we're really thick. There we go.
I'm gonna have dinner now, so I'll be back later.
All right, man. Sounds good.
Okay, Q. See you later.
Okay. This thing is not staying on, so I'll clean that later. Make sure the cap is clean so it does not dry out. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let me check. Actually, no, I'm going to get some cerulean because I think cerulean's very good for the sky, the cerulean blue. So landscape paint, you know, is kind of a different set of paints. This isn't the standard palette that I use. So cerulean, again, Michael Harding's is very good. Don't need a lot for it because there's not a lot of sky, but you know, it's best to be prepared with it. And then we're going to go with the ivory black. And I get the big tubes because overall you save money with it, and ivory black's very good. Michael Harding says a very good ivory black, though I have a black I got over in Italy that is really black. I call it whole because when you put it on the palette, it looks like a hole.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's fun. So,
I like those.
yeah, man. All right, so take this whole thing. I'm actually going to get some more okra. So we're mixing secondaries, right? So just mixing, yeah, kind of see it, right? Keep my hand out of the way here. Move this to the side. Nah, can't really. So much. Let's see if I can bring this down some. Let's get some more yellow ochre. Yellow ochre! I don't know why I keep on saying okra. Okay. And this is Georgian. I don't like the Michael Harding's brand because it's like so potent that it literally eats up all the color. So if, like, it would still look yellow. It wouldn't look orange. It's just so potent. Now that would work in other things you would use it. The Georgian brand, and there's other brands. This is kind of probably shouldn't be using Georgian, but you know, oil paint these days is much better than it was like 15, 20 years ago. Just higher quality paint.
So Harry says he prefers cobalt teal instead of cerulean. It has a lot more saturation,
Okay.
plus the feeling that pure turquoise gives is unmatched.
I'll have to check that out. Definitely.
I do like that turquoise teal color.
Check it out.
What brand, Harry? Or does it matter? I don't know if I've ever heard of cobalt teal, just cobalt.
Yeah. For the trees, we're going to start darkest dark. I have that lens set up. Okay, this is set up. So this is black and red. That's it. This is one of the darker darks. I got it a little bit too red. I'm just going to add a little bit of black. It doesn't really matter too much at this stage. It really does. This doesn't matter. I don't need to do like 5,000 values, honestly. I should just worry about blocking in the overall shape. I'm not going to really be detailing that much. But let's just get some basic colors. So some black. A little bit less. Take some orange. A little bit of red. Not too much. Use this value here. That and then do that one more time. A palette cup with walnut oil in it. Still good. Just put it in. Just mix it in there. Cool this down some, so I could either use black, but I'm going to use a little bit, just a touch of blue. A little bit more. Just a little bit of some crimson. Pull it out. Take some white. Touch it up. So this is more of a cool color, and these you see in the branches of trees and such. Let's get it cooler. It's coming along. Something like that. I don't need to go through and do highlights yet. I'm just trying to get kind of like neutral values down. So these are for the trees. I'm just going to kind of leave that there. The branch, rather. Or are you laughing at, Laura?
Oh, I was clearing my throat.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Okay, so black and then cadmium yellow. That's it. Darkest dark, right? So we had black and red, black and yellow right below it. Kind of opposites, right? Almost. Kind of opposites. Not opposites. They'll do a good job in contrasting each other, though. Red and green, rather. So you have something red, you have something green. Why it's kind of opposite. Alright, we're going to take some black or cadmium. Take a touch of blue. I always put just a slight bit of red in. I'm going to use the alizarin just because it's dark. Just mix that in. Then we can modify it so you can see the difference here. I'm going to use the painting we're a little bit cooler, so I'm going to add blue. It's getting a little bit thick, so I'm going to add a little bit of walnut oil in there. These colors do not need to be precise. In fact, I'm going to mix a larger quantity here because we need physically more paint at first, especially to cover the canvas.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt to try to match colors.
Yeah, it takes a lot of
Can be.
practice. Yeah, it can be. Absolutely right.
I like mixing colors though and matching colors,
Right?
but not when I'm doing a painting and I just have a little bit to finish and all the paint is already dry and
Yeah,
I go on and it's a completely different color and oh.
definitely. I hear you.
That's why I can't go back to a painting after a while because I kind of forget what colors I used and my
Yeah.
palettes are already gone and it's difficult.
It is, isn't it? It's hard. Okay. And we'll do just for the sake of it. This color I can use the next day. I'm gonna touch of black. Okay, less blue, more yellow, and I'm gonna add just a touch of white. Some people might go Naples yellow instead of white, because I love doing that actually. Yellow, but it doesn't matter, especially at this stage. We don't need to be picture perfect with. Where did I put my yellow? I think it's back here. There's a cat. Put it. It's in here. I threw it. Oh, here it is. It was hidden by this giant tube of alizarin that was almost used up. Don't be scared to put paint down. You have to use it. Especially in large paintings like this. It's a 36 by 48 painting. Dylan said Winsor Newton and Daniel Smith are good, although I want to try Gamblin. This is Harry. The pigments are different, but they work pretty much the same. Cool. just a little bit of red, just a little bit, just for the sake of putting it in. That's why I do it a little bit less. That, more there. This is very thick, so I'm going to add a couple blotches of walnut oil in, and there we go. And you know, the white and the blue, gray it down some. You know, and so if you want it to be like more potent and tropical looking, see, you can add that cadmium, which looks very nice. And so here's the thing, these are the piles that we mix, but you can also mix between the brush with them and add color as you go too. So I can make it look like that little spot that you just saw with the brush, right? I can just take a little bit of cadmium and whatever area I'm working on and mix that into it. And then for the sky, don't need so much here. And then some cerulean right over here. Doesn't need to be like. Here's the thing, we'll modify these colors. They'll be modified. These colors are not what you're going to see like in the end. They're just not going to be. We don't need a lot of the sky for this. I don't think a lot is showing. I need to check the reference though. Okay, do that. And so essentially what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of work that one area up top. And just start from there. I'll start in the background and I'll move into the figure. I don't think we'll get to the figure today, but this is good that I've started painting on this. I got a picture of it before we started. I didn't need to go and put the flowers or anything in. I'll paint those in directly, but I have everything pretty much placed. So let me reset the cameras up really quick. Over here. All right, let's reset everything up. This is a lot of work, isn't it? Like studio work you're all over the place with. It's not like, okay, here's how you do a hand. This is anatomy of a hand. This is like, you know, start by moving the arm up some. And look, that arm, again, you know, like putting pressure on, you know, making it look like he's really resting on it. We can always bring it up some if we want. Like I can do that in paint.
Louis, your shot of you mixing the paints is frozen. I was just checking on my phone to see if it's
Uh-oh.
It just started like a couple seconds ago.
Okay, so that
we can see you on the other one.
Oh, I see
the you person, but
I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I think I know how to fix that. Yeah. I'll fix that. Don't worry, guys. We'll get that fixed. I actually know how to fix that now. Okay. Hey, it moved a little bit.
It does move every now and then.
That's really funny. Let's do this. Shut this off. There you go. That's it. And it should be connected. If it's not, it's not connected. Okay, it's all right. I actually know how to fix this. The screen's, oh wait, we gotta fix this thing too. Okay, we got that. Now we're gonna lose image again. We're doing this. Okay, I'll be right back, guys.
Love your figure drawing, Gentian. I would.
Start this stuff. All right, so that's a good learning experience. All right, so, okay, we're back. We're back. We're good. Pretty sure. Yeah, we're back. We're back. It just came back up. We might have just lost everybody now. It doesn't matter. We
Yeah,
got
I'll
this.
come back.
We got this. Okay. I need. This guy. Okay. So essentially, we got the tree area up here, right? Okay. It's the tree area. That's the tree area that we're working with. That's the tree area. Kind of this very similar effect. Very similar effect. On top, we have the buildings in the background. Let's apply a filter on this so it's a little bit clearer for you guys to see. Filter. We're going to add I want to add a color correction. Done. And let's do saturation up maybe a little bit. That's it's kind of nice. And then increase the contrast maybe a slight bit. Gamma. Up some. Brightness. Actually, I probably should have just done the brightness. Gamma down to normal. That's fine. Done. I don't know if that really did much, but so it's blue there, but I have another image. This image, however, is different, and this is worth showing right now. So this is, but I'm going to. So you see the difference. What we're working with here. Also see the proportional differences. I don't know if y'all can see that in the face. Okay. So. Stop. Oh. So this is kind of like how it is. Let's do that. So you see the two? So that's like kind of what I'm going off of here, but I'm going to do my own trees. The color difference here in both like even the picture on the right, that's from the actual original, but it's coming from a photograph, right? And that's not going to be accurate, so you have to keep that in mind. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this lens out. Because all I'm doing the stream is just like fixing things. That's it. I don't do any drawing or painting on this. All right? Because otherwise it would be an art stream, and that's not what we're shooting for. Shoot, where's the lens? Okay, it's here.
So what is the picture on the top? You have two versions of the picture, right?
Yeah.
One is lighter than the other.
The one that was like, this one that's here right now is from the actual original painting, whereas the other one is the photoshopped version of it. The problem is both...
Oh, that you photoshopped, or...?
No, the gentleman who wants me to do the painting. The problem is that even the one from the original painting, the color is very far off with it. It just is. So essentially I don't have a reference for it. And I will have to use my best judgment for it. But this is not something where I have to paint this freshly. I have to do a good job with it. And if I have to change the whole thing in the color scheme, it's going to ruin it. So, I mean, I could scrape it down, but that's a lot of work, waste of time, and I'm not going to be doing that. So bring this down some. Start with the trees. My main thing is just getting this blocked in anyway right now. Properly. Let's move this back. set, and then we do our little focus thing. Let's focus. Wait, let me get the program out. Oh wait, it is out. That is it. Okay, I think it's focused. It's kind of hard to tell. That's what we're gonna go with. All right, so let's get started.
Let's get this party started.
Party started.
Hey, artistry lifestyle.
Artistry lifestyle. Hey, yo. This whole stream has just been me adjusting things, hasn't it? That is it. That's okay. So, sometimes we have to do this. Go off of, which one should I go off of? Off of that one. All right. Get just a little bit of. Did she take my cup? Yeah, she did take my cup. Dang it, Rose. Sabotaging me. Oh, okay. This is a little bit rancid. I need to switch that out. Okay. What we're going to be doing here is kind of shaping the trees. I'm going to try to visualize how I want it. I'm going to keep it very, very soft, very light. Just brush it in. Just a little bit of walnut oil. I could go straight paint here, but no. And this is very warm. This is warm, so I can paint on top of it. I can make it darker if I want. Put this down. It's okay to have soft lines into it. This tree's kind of coming up, kind of coming around there, right? So it's doing something like that. It's coming down. I haven't done any. I don't think I've done trees before for you guys. We have this one kind of coming up. And we're just marking them in, and here's, you just keep in mind, this is going to be the underlayer for it, so I'm going to keep it very thin. Here, that, this, and then this is kind of, if the buildings are here, if this one's here, or here, then we have another branch that's kind of coming across, like something like that.
So it's interesting how you sketched everything so detailed, but you didn't sketch out the tree at all, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And the reason for that, I mean, is you can be a little bit more loose with the trees, because, like, trees, you can do more
You
variations.
loose? Oh my gosh.
I need to throw this walnut oil out. It's not good. I'll use it for this, but it's a little bit thicker than I want it to be. But I can be, yeah, you can be loose with these things, and one of the reasons is because, I mean, you still have to pay careful attention to to drawing. You really do. Actually, that was wrong. This comes down some. This is kind of like this. And it comes up. Yep, it's this. Not that it really matters that much. There's another one coming up about here. The head. Over it would be about this high. Okay, so something like that. That would be it. And then it kind of comes up. Look, I don't mind making this up totally, but I know the gentleman really likes the feel of this, so I'm going to try to be kind of even faithful to the trees with this, but make it more realistic. This tree's coming up there. Okay. Now, we kind of laid that part in, and I'm going to go in, and I'm using Filbert. What is this? These are large brushes. This is 10. Filbert 10, and so there is light within them. But I'm going to go, let's see, let's go across between this darkest dark and this mid-tone right here. And then, so I kind of get a kind of in-between value. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to actually take some paint or some medium. I'm going to mix it in. And I just got paint on my finger. Wipe that off. What happens? Take some of this paint. Turn the palette like so. Wait, and I know I'm blocking that camera. I actually almost hit it. I'm going to kind of loosen this ultramarine up. Take a little bit more medium. I'm adding oil to it here. So this is going to go fast. This is going to go really fast. I'm going to have to add more on. I'm just going to mix it in. So now this is malleable. And there. Now I can actually mix with my brush because it just wasn't picking up. So I'm going to take some of this paint, cool this down some. I'm going to take some of this, mix it in there. And so we'll do some values, kind of something akin to that. And from here, kind of the trees are up here. So we're just going to dry brush this in. It does not need to be that accurate. I'm purposefully making this darker to bring the lights up, and then we'll start picking parts of the sky out between them. That's what we're going to do. The color at this stage really isn't that important. You just get it in the ballpark. So you want to push the value range within the entire piece. And that's going to make the light areas pop, and it'll give it a nice glow effect, right? Because there's no such thing as light in painting. There's the illusion of making light, which is contrasting colors and values. Right? That's what it is. Okay, okay, Laura.
That's hilarious, Qualdar.
What do you say?
And artistry. Qualdar said, "Artistry, is there another name we can call you?" And artistry says, "Yes."
It's very lawyer-esque. It's like, you know, in
Very
law.
French, very French.
Yeah.
I did check out your channel. I do like your philosophy towards painting. It's all about intuition and feeling and dreamy artist and all that stuff. I like it. I like the vibe of your channel.
Like the vibe. Like the vibe. That's a good thing.
Yeah, got a vibe with it.
You have Laura's approval.
At the end of one of your videos, I think your latest one, it says artist Guidetti. Is that how you pronounce it, or is it in French Guidetti? I don't know. Guidetti. Weed? No. I don't know. I like interesting names. Like Queldar.
Well, dork. Mixing this up some. Whew. So, what we can do to make it fun, here's the thing. Like, normally what I would do, but I'm going to switch it up for you guys. Normally what I would do is just block everything in like this. You know what? It's not focused, is it? Because it's on autofocus. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so let me fix that, guys. Sorry. Let me fix it. I think to fix it, I actually have to pull this out. Give me a sec. Alright, it's on autofocus, which I said not to do. I was very proud of myself for not doing it. Then when I took my picture, there we go.
It wasn't blurry for long, Louis. Don't
Oh, it
worry
wasn't?
about it. It just
Good.
no. So
That's good. That's good.
It's okay.
Good.
I would have said something.
So I don't need to start crying again. There we go. It's back. It's back. We're good. Okay, there it is. So here's what we're gonna do.
Wait, it's black.
What do you mean it's black? Is it black?
Mhm.
Well, there it's showing up more black than it actually is.
Now it's good. Now it's good.
Is it good now?
Yeah.
Okay.
For a moment, the camera was gone.
Oh yeah. I did. I took the camera away just briefly because I had to put the autofocus. I had to take the autofocus off. Which I think there's a way of doing it without it, but camera settings. Let's see if this is it.
Why don't you get on Discord, Qualdar?
Mess with that right now. Okay. This. So, why don't I try to model some of these leaves up for you and show you guys instead of just saying, okay, so this is what you're supposed to do, but I'm not going to do it. I'll do it later. Okay, stupid. Don't be that way. Alright, so. Shape this stuff out. So, see here, we can fix the drawing. We can still fix the drawing like what we have here. Like, you see this stuff, like it's drawn a little bit different. That's okay. So I will do these slight fixes with it in Paint, and this is how you can shift things in Paint. There we go. It's kind of rough value here. Keep that soft. Let's keep that soft. Look at that. This is kind of that. And this is going to be much lighter down here, lighter around here. Cool. So, get another brush. What brush do we want? What brush do we want? Let's get. You know what? Let's get a round. This is a pretty large round. I actually have. Let's get one at first. This is a round 8. That's how it looks. Round 8. Like there's
Hey, who
circular
here?
it's round at the top.
Who's here?
Hey, there you are. Why did this my name? Why did? Cool. All right, artistry.
I think it's like we did.
Stream is officially broken. It is. It is broken. What?
Nothing.
Weeded? Is that how it is? You're laughing because I'm so bad at names.
We don't know because it's French.
But I mean, like only in English is it an I sound, right?
Yeah.
I mean, nowhere else in the world do they say I sound.
Yeah.
Is that true? Feels
Yes.
so special and unique.
You are, Louis.
Oh gosh. Okay.
There's the golden star for the day.
How do I hear crickets? Why? Why are there crickets?
I'm outside.
Okay. So let's start at the top.
I live in the forest, Lewis.
Who lives in the forest?
Me.
Pennsylvania?
Mm-hmm.
Is that? Hey, I just realized it's like you got Transylvania and now it's Pennsylvania.
I know, right? Hilarious.
Creepy.
Amazing.
Kind of creepy. So here's the thing. This detail, this is again the blocking stage. This is freaking annoying. Yeah, look at this. This whole thing is moving. I'll see if it really makes a difference in the stream. No, it doesn't. It's just annoying me. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'm used to being annoyed. I don't know. Y'all
And you've grown to be okay with it, right?
that.
It's okay with the fetal position.
Okay, I'm gonna press into this. Still doesn't really help. There's different brushes I can use for this. You don't want to like really light everywhere, but if I'm gonna get darker brush, and let's get a darker round. So I have a lot of brushes, and for some reason, whenever I need a brush, I can never find the one that I'm actually looking for. Probably because I have so many brushes.
I didn't think you would start so dark.
Me? Really?
Yeah. I thought you would leave some parts, you know, you would put the darkest in first, but then because the oil paints blend so much.
So it looks darker.
The...
Yeah, it looks darker than it is because you have this contrasting white.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I'm this is still a block in, and it's just I'm doing this to kind of be entertaining as well, not so, you know, because I would right now be kind of going all over the painting, but I just think that filling in the paint isn't as satisfying as it is seeing something develop. Literally, where are my rounds? Okay, here's a round, but it's not big enough.
What she said.
No, she didn't. She didn't say that. Here's another round. Screw it! Make it work. Alright. We're gonna go in with a dark, add. This isn't gonna work.
If there's one thing Lewis has taught me, it's that there's a lot of anger in painting.
Damn right there is! So, it's okay, I'm trying to get like just variation paint here. It's not because
Looks like Lewis is stabbing the canvas with little stabs. Look at him.
Frickin'! Yep. It's true.
What's it like painting with two backseat drivers?
At least you guys admit it. It's fun, actually. It's more fun than I kind of need it. I think probably.
It's called friends therapy.
All right.
Friends therapy.
You don't need it every day, but every now and then, you know.
This thing is so. This board is so big. I was gonna say this thing is so big, and then Laura would have been like, "That's what she said." Actually, she did. But talking about the board is like so freaking. It's so big that it's just like it moves whenever I, do stuff to it.
That's what happened to mine last time, remember?
Yeah.
Last Friday, the
Yeah.
canvas was so wobbly on that teeny tiny easel.
Yeah.
I mean, it was teeny tiny for its size, because I was working also on a 36 by 48.
Yeah. It's crazy. It moved so much. And you know what? I could put focus on it now. Actually, this will help some. That's like totally off. 1 second. This. What? Oh, I see. Wait, no, that still doesn't ring. Oh, wait, there. Okay. Wait a second. What the hell is wrong with this thing? Okay, no, that's good. There you go. All right, this technically should help. Brush flip. All right, so we're just working within this area right now, and so I'm getting the impression. Right? You just got to get the impression. It helps a little bit, I guess. And so I can still move things around. Like, I get the impression that you can start carving shapes out, like more specific shapes. Okay? Okay. It's lighter going there. So let's do this. Take this brush, and I'm gonna put some atmospheric perspective down below. This is gonna push that out some. So we have this building. So this is kind of lighter down here. It's gonna be less than this, in fact, too. This mixture of cerulean and white. I'm really going to. There, something like that. Let's try that. That's a little bit better. It's down here. And then it's kind of coming up in the building here. And let's take more of this and take more of the cerulean. Really push it. It's okay, I'm not going to mix it completely in. I don't like that. Keep it still very light. Take some white. Here's what I'm going to do.
That's right, Flu World Order.
What'd you say?
Thumbs up, everybody.
Or he say?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Red. Here. There we go. That's more of what I want. It's up. I gotta really press
Is
it.
Flu World Order like a commentary on the current state of affairs?
Go.
The current since a long time. But now more so. Yeah, I agree.
So these colors can still change, right? They can still change. Let's do that. It'd be like perfect right here. But let's not lose the drawing too much. So let's work these corners a little bit. Drops down a little bit. This comes over a little bit. White into this area, make it a bit more atmospheric. Just warm it up, cool it down how I want. Yeah, that's kind of nice. I kind of like that. It's a good contrast of color. So we're like I said, we're just trying to block this in. We're just trying to get the overall feel, and same here. And so here's the thing. At this stage, the goal is to cover the canvas. It really is. And I kind of work this up some just to give a little bit more of an interesting impression than just like putting it down. It's just like painting a wall. It kind of sucks. It's not fun to watch. But yeah,
I think it's fun to watch
Is it?
because it's a big transformation from the white canvas to the I think for me is more because you make more progress
Yeah.
and going down to the details. It is fun to watch the details, but they're just so slow progressing, you know? Like
Definitely.
details are fun to see, you know, time lapse
Oh
format
yeah, definitely.
more so.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Very good point there.
So this is like the most important stage. Like if you do it right now, then it saves you a lot of time later, right?
Yes. Yeah. Like, you don't need to make this perfect. There's going to be a lot of changes, and I'm just trying to lay
Hmm.
this down. And the reason why like you don't want to work it up too much right now is because when you put other colors in, it's going to change how this looks. All right. Like I
So
have,
you're gonna make that the magical halo around his head, right?
yeah, it's going to be there. So I'll just work that into it. But I'm going to put this. He didn't want it like too pronounced, so I can make
Hmm.
like a really awesome glow effect with it. I really could.
Yeah.
Um, this is a little bit lighter coming out, and like I kind of started with the value like this, and then worked a lighter value in. This is all kind of mid-tones, except for this is a little bit more dark. So you can like always make it darker or lighter. The main thing is I don't like putting like this. There's white here, but if you put white, especially lead white, which is opaque, it'll mix with the paints, it'll gray them out, and so you don't want to do that
Mm.
and then have to put black over it. You'll have to scrape it down first. But it's easier to go opaque
Hmm.
over black. It's just how it works. Because the opaque's so dominant.
Yeah.
So you go from dark to light. So, but keeping it like this, none of this has white in it, and it's all very similar in value. It's just difference in color saturation, and that's kind of how I want it. In fact, you know what? I mean, this might have like a touch of white in it, but it's so minuscule that it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Fix something here. I'm gonna bring this thing down. Over. That doesn't go over. That's as far as it goes. Okay, that's fine. Just leave it there for now. So even this halo, I'll just cover this part up right here. That's fine. We'll just get an overall effect. And you might be thinking, like, oh well, the trees. Okay, fine. We'll go back into them. Honestly, like, the reason why I'm adding some medium to it is just so it covers the canvas. It's such a big canvas, but if it was a smaller canvas, I might not be using medium at this stage, and that's just a preference of mine. This is a big brush, but very like small pieces and stuff too. So it's just like going back and forth. Like if I want to, probably breathe in with it, like that, and instead of going that way, just try to do this. Use a different end of the brush. I kind of like doing this sometimes too because it's kind of like a different effect, more atmospheric effect sometimes, and then we can, if we want, we can go over certain areas that we worked, kind of work them in just a little bit. Just through there some. Just work the shadow edges a little bit. So I'm using the side of my brush, the side, to kind of soften it if I want to cut into it. I'm keeping track of where the paint lies on the brush, and you can look and just go from there. So that's kind of what I'm
Hey,
doing.
Lewis,
Yeah, what's up?
at this stage, are you using any solvent at all?
Yeah, I'm using it like just enough rationally to like make it malleable. So I'm using walnut oil, just walnut oil, just a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So I put down that, and then I'm gonna go back to it. And here's the thing, like, I don't even necessarily need to be doing this right now, but it gives me a good idea of composition. And since I didn't work the trees before, I can kind of block them in, right? It gives me a chance to block them in, a very simple manner. And I can go from there with it. So here we go. We got this. This kind of comes down here, and then you got to keep in mind this is going to dry. So I kind of keep things soft too. I don't necessarily need to like make things sharp and have them detailed, I mean, you can do that if you want, but I wouldn't spend so much time at this stage doing that. Here, it's going to kind of drop down some. Just a little bit. And you know what? That might be a little bit darker there because it might be some light up. So I'm going to go with the dark brush, add a little bit of ultramarine blue, and then keeping my hand very far out like this, right? Very far out on the brush. And kind of like on the side, kind of just work it in. Just press it in just a little bit. And then I'm going to use the very side of the brush. Some, just a little, and then I'm going to go back into it one more time and add a little bit more color, which is blue. And I'm going to really press into it here. Just use a different technique, maybe just do something like that. So, and then we step back, and it's kind of working. So if we want to, you know, soften things, you know, we can kind of go back through and we can work it and we can shape it out and stuff, and we can get different effects. So we want to have combinations of softs and sharps and such, right? So like here, it's a little bit sharper, and then we might, you know, maybe just go over it, like, you know, in certain areas, maybe just small areas, and just make it a little bit softer in others, so that really pops and it recedes there. It gives depth. You can get depth through color value, light value, drawing. That's what we're working on. French artistry lifestyle. Come on, viewers, thumbs up. Thanks, Flu. I appreciate that, man. And I know that Laura said that. I read your comment a little bit ago. Great strides being made once the first coat of paint goes down. Thank you. Thank you. Really cool. All right, Laura's going to be right back. That was 120. Are you back yet, Laura? She's probably not back. And I still say the guru has the face of actor Stacy Keach, the former husband of actress Jane Seymour. Well, I know who that is now because you said so. I like him. He's a good actor. Is he still alive? I think he is, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I know he's very old. All right. So, lost the drawing. Let's do this. I'm not going to go into it with, well, you know what, here, try it. We can try this, but I really don't need to really do that yet. And I'm using my palette knife just to get this down. So that basically will make it a little bit more pure paint, and I can always scrape this off if I need to, but I just want y'all to see what happens. I wouldn't normally be doing this right now, but I want y'all to see what happens when I put these other values down, right? And this, what it does, it essentially, and I can shape this, so don't worry about the drawing, but when you put this down and you kind of squint down with it, all right, what that's going to do is going to make it, it's going to give it that effect because you're putting space into it, right? It's contrasting this. What's holding it back is the drawing and a bunch of things as it's at its earliest stage, but I'll be putting these little speckles about here and there on it, but I'm not going to work that up. I might scrape that down in a little bit, leave that there, but to give you an idea, like you can squint down and kind of see the effect of how it will look when it recedes back. Does that make sense? So that's how it would look. Now, with the trees, like I'm shaping it, this is very dark here. And this darkness is good because we can add on top of it. But I'm not going to keep it that dark. It's going to have form to it. I'm going to add some light. But you don't want to kill the effect. You want to have probably speckles of light coming through the trees. All right, and so I'll show you all how to do that, but we're not going to do it today because I need to build the painting up. So let's put some, let's put a little bit of character into this tree if we can. I feel like Bob Ross right now. There. And so we're going to be shaping background, or shaping the tree with the respective backgrounds that's touching it. So this area here, and you just kind of be creative. And so I can cut into it, make it a little sharper, but you got to keep in mind that this is going to be thicker down here than than it is up top, right? So I don't want to make the whole thing. So I'm going to scoop some of the paint up around there. And you soften certain areas, say like right here, something, soften it just to make it kind of recede, and that makes this part pop more. I mean, we don't need to do that at this stage, but I'm showing you these little things that we can do later on, like, or as the painting progresses. So it's not necessary to do it right now, but you know, it's okay. I don't mind modeling this a little bit more than I normally would, just because I didn't spend much time on it in the beginning stage, not like I did with the face and all those other things. And the reason is because the face, the hands, all this other stuff that you see, like, you know, that stuff that you can't be as free with. You know, it has to be that, and it's very hard. It's something that humans, we recognize more easily. Like trees, you can get away with inaccuracies more. You still have to do a good job with the drawing. You really do. You still have to do a good job with the drawing. This is a big branch, and this maybe not that big, but it's kind of out some. And then it came up like something like that. Something like that. We'll fix it. We'll fix this. Okay. And as I'm putting this on, I'm pushing the other paint away too. It's like, oh, well, shoot, that limb looks like a giant, like, worm. Okay, we'll shape it. We shaped it with the leaves in the background, all that fun stuff. This is how we do stuff here. That branch scraggly, squiggly, have you. Pick this up some. We can constantly change this. Constantly change. This is gonna be thick. It's another branch. Something like that. Branches are thicker than the trunks, right? Not so much. This kind of crossing. Yeah, we'll fix that. Okay.
Yeah.
And let's go into it with the 10 that we have. Holding the brush really far out. Like I started there to like kind of get the paint in, but then I kind of push it out with my hand, and we just continuously sculpt. Let's bring it down. Thin this out. Not that I really need to right now, but this is how it's done. Shape it. So you can kind of see like sensitivity to shape, detail, at least the recognition of it. All that stuff. Where do we learn it from? Frickin' barg drawing. Right, Queldar?
Never heard of one.
Jack. There we go. You know, and say these. Hey, Laura.
Hey.
Slight areas on top. You can still like you can shape and such. You know, you can do that type of stuff to make them kind of play into each other. Kind of do this stuff. There you go.
Yeah, I like how that sky shines through the branches.
Yeah. And see, I wouldn't normally do that at this stage. Like, I normally put that on like a little bit later, but just showing how you get it. This is kind of how. And you know, if you want to take it off, for example, if you want to take this off, you know, you kind of press in, twist, pull up. So I don't just paint over it. I kind of take it and almost scoop it off, and as I do, I paint into it. And what you can do, take some paint, and just for good measure, get some cadmium yellow, because that's the, you know, it'll give the saturation that you need. And you can kind of go back into it here, kind of do some crisscrossing work. You can't even tell that there was anything there. So that's kind of how it's done, right? So that's how you would take it out. You can shape it. You can do all sorts of stuff. You got to think of paint like clay, right? You can take clay up. You can put clay down, right? You can do all that stuff, but it's a three-dimensional piece that lays on the surface, right? So if In other words, you're working with clay on surface, you're putting clay down. It's a three-dimensional piece, so you have to think I need to take it off if I don't want it. Or sometimes if it's like a small piece of clay and you have a big piece, you can put it over, right? That's how you want to think about painting, all right? There is a three-dimensionality of the actual like layers of paint that you're putting down. Bar drawing is a serious staple in learning a lot about the subject of drawings. Damn right it is. It really is.
Who said that?
That was Pete. Friend Pete. Guys, well, you know what? It's 1:30. I think I'm going to end it here, and I'll continue working on this, obviously outside. I would go a little bit longer, but I'm trying to keep these down to 2 hours. And also, I'm going to actually film for a video.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Well, you know I do YouTube videos, right?
Since when?
Exactly. I have not got my stuff out in a long time. It's been horrible with it. Laura's always working on her videos. I'm like putting mine off. So I wrote down the script for a new one yesterday. I'm filming one that I'm going to try to get out this week, today. So I have to get in stupid mode. So Quelled Art, it's been good talking to you. It's been very helpful. All right. But guys, thank you so much for... Huh?
Precious laughter, Queller. That's a precious laughter from Queller.
No. Guys, thank you so much for watching. And,
All right, thanks for streaming, Lewis.
Yeah, anytime. So
Thank you, Lewis.
we'll be back 11:30 Thursday.
Take care, everybody.
Yeah, take care, guys. It's good having you. It really is.
See you guys.
Y'all be good.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Be good. Thank you.